welcome to Diet Talk with Dietitian Michelle. I can guess what you're about to say now. Your food expert. Yes, I like that. So dietitians are food experts. We are the ones who are taught and who will be able to teach you the relationship between diet, the food you eat, and your health. So if you're wondering, what should I eat to lose weight? See a dietitian. Or what should I eat to manage my blood sugar? Consult a dietitian. What should I eat? My blood pressure is high. See a dietitian. Or you have a kidney condition. What should I eat? They say eat protein, don't eat protein, and you're confused. Please see dietitians. We are the food experts. We are the ones who can help you, who can guide you on what you should eat, what you should not eat. And yes, Diet Talk with Dietitian Michelle is one program that wants to help you in making wise food choices. Just the general basic guidelines. I get your feedbacks, I get your reviews. I hear that, things are better now. You're clear on foods. You have made some important decisions. You have reduced your sugar intake. I'm very happy. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you. Keep that feedback coming. Keep the reviews flowing. It helps me. It keeps me motivated. It makes me want to talk more, want to teach more, want to educate you, want to empower you. So I really, really love it. Thank you very much, all of you. Some of you don't even know. You have not met me physically. You have not said it to my face, but I hear it from one person, from another person, from neighbor. That Diet Talk with Dietitian Michelle has been impactful. I'm so happy. I am glad. Thank you very much. So today I have come to talk about 7 healthy diet tips. You can call it diet tips. You can say diet guidelines. You can call it diet habits, anything you want to call it, but I just want to leave it at 7 that you can implement, something you can do for yourself and even for your family. Now, I am not saying we have only 7, but Michelle is just making her own 7 so that it will be easy for you to remember. So I want to encourage you to keep listening to Diet Talk with Dietitian Michelle. Now, let me tell you something. You may not have even started practicing. Maybe you're not even those kind of people who are quick to jump on new things or want to try something new, want to do something good, or you're hearing that this is working. You may be one of those people who are not very fast in implementing new things, but I want to encourage you. Keep listening. There is power in information. They say knowledge is power, and that is very true. And our mind is very strong, it's very active. So don't even be discouraged. Whether you have been applying some of the things I have been saying or not, don't bother yourself. Keep listening. One day, the willpower, the strength for you to make that right decision will come. I'm telling you the honest truth. That is what happens. I am a dietitian, yes, and I have practiced for 15 years, yes, but I tell you, there are some decisions concerning diet that I have not even made as a dietitian, but I am still preparing my mind. I am preparing my mind to do it. I am preparing my mind to implement it. So if as a dietitian, I have not implemented everything that I know, I don't expect you to do everything. So all I want you to do is to take it a step at a time. If you hear 100 things from Dietitian Michelle, just pick one and say, one thing I am going to try. And even if you don't pick anyone, don't be discouraged. Keep listening. Keep listening. One day, you will just wake up and say, look, I am going to reduce the alcohol I am drinking. I will stop smoking. I will reduce the amount of sugar that I take. I am going to stop taking too much soft drinks. There are people who eat every single day, and they must take it with soft drink. If you're listening to me, you're one of those I'm talking to. Don't worry, one day, you will be determined to stop eating. Michelle, personally, myself, in school, my first year, I felt like affording a bottle of drink with my food was like the in thing. For me, it was to show class, to show that, you have money, you can enjoy yourself. So if I eat in the afternoon, rice, it goes with a drink. If I eat in the evening, it goes with a drink. I didn't know what I was doing to myself. I felt I was just enjoying myself. But as I got to second year in dietetics, third year, I started understanding the relationship between food. Nobody told me. In fact, there was no need for any preacher to preach anything to me. Michelle does not want to die young. So I told myself that I want to live long. If God has written it that I am going to live long, I shouldn't shorten that life by myself because of my taste bud. So I cut down. So today I want to teach you how you can balance it. I'm going to teach you how you can enjoy yourself. I'm going to teach you how to give yourself treats. That's the whole essence of life. So I want you to keep listening. Don't be discouraged if you have started implementing or not. And if you have, congratulations. And the reason I say you shouldn't even stop, let me tell you something about my 3-year-old child. Zita is 3 years old and she's very active. Of all my children, she's the most active. All of them. In fact, my kids have always been chubby kids. Then when they are growing, when they are getting to 4 years, 5 years, and they are now careful with what they are eating, they know their mom is a dietitian and they themselves want to look good. That's when they start moderating or reducing their food intake. But you see this one, I can't even find any fat on her body, and she eats very well. She's always active, not hyperactive. There's a difference between being active and being hyperactive. That one is a condition that requires medical treatment. So if you see the doctor, then you see the dietitians. We have to cut down sugar from the child's diet, add zinc and other vitamins and minerals to help balance it out. But in her own case, she's just active. The only time you will catch her sitting down is when she's not feeling fine. So this is what happens during prayer. During our devotion, she's always jumping. She's always jumping from one place to another. So this is how you will sing, Jesus, you love. Stop that! Stop jumping! They will continue. Thank you, Lord. I will slap you. That is how our devotion goes, my dear listener. Because of this active child, this is how she keeps jumping and making me shout until we are done praying. But you know what? One particular evening, she decided to shock us. Zita stood at a spot. She was clapping her hands and singing most of the songs with us. In my mind, I was like, is this not the same girl that jumps around? When did she now learn all the songs? The same question you're wondering, right? But that is the power our mind has. It has the ability to capture things even when you are not really paying attention. So even though Zita jumps around and plays during prayer, during devotion, her mind hears the song. Her mind retains the song. And whenever she feels like singing, she sings. Whenever she feels like praying, she prays. Why? Because her activity, being physical active, does not stop her mind from thinking, from grabbing, from retaining. That is the same thing that is happening to you now. If you have been listening to Diet Talk with Dietitian Michelle, I tell you, the power you need to make certain decisions, it's already in your mind. When you need it, it will come up. It may not be today, it may be tomorrow, it may be next tomorrow, it might even be next year. Somehow you just remember, Dietitian Michelle used to say this, and then you implement it and you start seeing the results. So please, don't even stop listening to Diet Talk with Dietitian Michelle. Your mind is powerful. So what am I here to teach today? 7 diet tips, 7 diet guidelines that you can implement to stay healthy. And I'm always here, happy to teach, happy to talk. Now today I want to talk about 7 diet tips. I hope you remember, it's just 7. I didn't make it 10 or 15 or 20. It's just 7. We have 7 days in a week, Monday to Sunday. So it's going to be easy for you to remember just these 7 tips. If you have your Bible and your book, start writing. Number 1 tip, drink water. Were you expecting that? My guess is no. Drink water. Yes. Instead of soft drinks, instead of fizzy drinks, instead of too much alcohol, drink water. You need to hydrate your body. You need to keep yourself hydrated. It helps your kidneys to function properly. You know, the kidney is going to work, it works like a filter. But how can you filter if there is no water in the body? How can you filter? How can the kidneys filter if everything is in solid state? If there are too much salt in your body. So when you drink water, it helps to melt anything that needs to be melted so that the kidneys can filter properly, blood, nutrients, or things can now flow well in the system. So do yourself a favor. Learn to drink water. Learn to drink water. Learn to drink water. How much water should you drink? Well, there's usually a range. It's not the same for everybody, but we say between 1.5 to 2.5 liters. In fact, sometimes we say as much as 3 liters. So long as your kidneys are functioning well, if you take too much water, you're going to excrete it. I hear some people that say they don't drink water, that it makes them fat. Oh my God, water. Fattening, I hear, except when your kidneys are not working well and the water is retained in your body as edema, swelling of the legs and the rest. That is when it becomes a problem, and then yes, water will not make you fat. But if your kidneys are working excellently well, water cannot make you fat because your body must excrete the excess.
So when you drink more water, you're just going to urinate even more frequently. Then when you sweat, you lose fluids, you lose water. So please, drink water. Dietitian Michelle says, well, drink water. Teach your children to drink water. One way you can tell if you're having enough water is if your urine color is white, then you're good. If it's not, if it's yellow, or even that of your children, just know that they're not taking enough fluid. So help them drink water. You too, drink water. That is number one. Number two tip is, if you really don't like the taste of water, like there are some people who are like that, who just feel like, oh, it doesn't taste nice, it's not refreshing. I understand. It even happens to me, Michelle. I told you while I was in first year, my lunch must go with a drink. Haven't you heard better together? I've heard it now, and let me not lie, it's true, better together. But for our health's sake, we need to be wise, smarter than that. So if you like to take something that is fluid but not necessarily water, then let it be natural. Let it be natural drinks. Let it be natural. What are we talking about when we say natural? It should be natural orange juice. It can be natural pineapple juice, especially if you don't have diabetes. If you have diabetes, then you may have to stay clear of fruit juices, even if they are natural. Why? Because your diet, you need to regulate, you need to moderate, you need to keep an eye on the amount of carbohydrates you are taking. But in the absence of diabetes, please, natural fruit juice is far better than the soft drinks, the fizzy drinks, the alcohol that we are used to drinking. So you can go for natural watermelon, you can go for pineapple, you can go for oranges, and not just that, we have food beverages. You can drink Zobo. It's natural, it's healthy. If you don't really like the taste of water, then let it be something good. Yes, you can take Zobo, you can take tiger nut juice, you can take Kunu, you can take K-Blast. I told you last week that I made Kunu for my home. It has finished. Now this week we are going to make Zobo. Drink. It's a drink. You want a drink, I have, but it's natural. You can take soy milk. There are many options. There are many things. So all you have to do is to be creative about it. You can take K-Blast. K-Blast is simply Kunu that we add protein to it, we add groundnut to it, and it's K-Blast. You can take coconut milk. These are all natural options that you can try. Especially for children. School, we're going to be resuming very soon, and you're going to start giving your children packet juice, especially those ones that sell for 15 naira. And then I wonder sometimes, I say, okay, this thing that you are buying 15 naira, have you even wondered what exactly is inside? Forget about the orange juice written on top. If you really want to know, just look behind, you will see the ingredients, read it. Tell me if you can identify all the ingredients inside. And they tell you it's 15 naira. Now let me help you understand what you're drinking, what you're buying for your children. When you buy 15 naira, the manufacturer's profit is inside that 15 naira. Then the manufacturer is going to give it to distributor. The distributor's profit is inside that 15 naira. Then the distributor will give it to wholesaler. The wholesaler's profit is inside that 15 naira. Then you will end up drinking something that is around 10 naira. Have you asked yourself, what exactly is inside this juice? You have not asked yourself. Okay, my daughter went to the shop one time and she saw, I won't mention the name of that particular juice, but it's very expensive. It sells for 250 naira instead of the regular ones that are selling for 50. I said, why is it selling 250? I said, because I have compared the ingredients. It doesn't contain as much chemicals as those other ones that are cheap. Anything that is natural is naturally expensive. That is the way I want to put it. Whatever is natural is naturally expensive. Yes, but if it's something made in the lab, if it's chemical produced in the lab, dissolved with water, then sugar added to it, acidulant, color, sodium benzoate, preservatives, expect it to be cheap. In fact, if you ask me, it should even be free. And that is what we buy for our children. I'm sure you've already bought one carton or two, getting ready for school. That's what you're going to be putting. It's better you drink it. And I'm very serious about it. If you have cartons of the drinks to give to your children, drink it by yourself. It's better. It's better that you're the one drinking it. Now, I am not saying that I don't give my children these drinks. They are children now. By the time they see others drinking and they start crying, what will you do? You will have to give them so that they will know that you can also afford it. But let me tell you what I do. I ensure that most of the time they are taking something that is natural. Yes, and ensure that most of the time they are taking either kunu, or they are taking zobo, or they are taking pineapple juice, or they are taking orange juice. I have even tried soy milk. I have tried tiger nut. I discovered that they don't really like the tiger nut complete, so when I add strawberry to it, they prefer it. So these are the things that you're going to be doing as a mom. If you have time to do it, fine. If you don't have time to do it, contract someone to do it. Call us, food experts. We have a culinary section where we help people to produce these things. If you don't have the time, just order for 4 liters, 5 liters, 10 liters, then get small bottles and share it and give to your children. You're giving them something good. It's not cheap, but it's worth every single penny. So please, if you don't like to drink water, you don't like the taste of water, then if you must drink natural things. That is 2 points. Number 3, when you are cooking your meat, look for fish, chicken, lean beef. These are far healthier than the organ meats that we cook with. I hear people say, Dietitian Michelle, I have stopped eating beef. I don't eat beef. And they with seriousness, they'll be saying, I don't eat beef. What do you eat? Shaki, Cayenne chicken, roundabout. I said, that is what we call from frying pan to the fire itself. I said, they said, yes. And I said, that is what we call from frying pan to fire. You are not eating beef, but you are eating organ meat. All the cholesterol in the animal's body is inside the organ meat, and that is what you're eating. I don't know how we got it wrong in Nigeria, but please hear me today. And if you have family members, friends who also think that organ meat is better than beef, tell them that Dietitian Michelle says lean beef, which is the part that does not have fat, is better than the organ meat. If you want to avoid beef entirely, avoid though. I'm very proud of you. You're such a determined person. If you cannot avoid it, if you're not going to be happy avoiding it, eat it in moderation. Eat lean beef, and that is it. So please, don't eat organ meat in the name that it is healthier, it is better. I don't know who taught us that. It is not. Eat your fish, eat your chicken, eat lean beef. I've given you 3 points now. I hope you're following. Now, point number 4, spices. That is another place where we get it wrong. We want our food to taste like spice itself. So you buy all sorts of stuff. Women, I hope you are hearing me. You don't even read the nutrition information. You don't even check what is inside. If you have more than, just go to your kitchen, go to your cabinet, go and bring out all those colorful spices, red, yellow, pink. I don't want to mention them so that somebody will not come and carry Michelle from my house. But I want you to just stand behind and start reading all the chemicals inside. Iodize this, sodium this, benzoate chemical. Those are the things you are eating. So my dear friend and listener, keep it simple. When you want to cook, it's even better you learn to cook with garlic, with ginger, with turmeric. Then if you want to add seasoning cubes, just add small, 1 or 2 with salt. It's okay. You hear this one spice, that one spice. When you read the information inside, all forms of chemicals. Some don't even have nutrition information. When you turn behind, the only thing you will see is spice. What spice? Did it fall down from heaven? Tell us what is inside what we are eating now. So spice, don't get it, don't complicate your issues, don't complicate your life. Cook with your normal salt, add seasoning cubes. I don't have anything against that. I know that I have colleagues who are against seasoning cubes, but if you don't have that self-will, if your taste bud has not adjusted, please, I would rather say that you cook with seasoning cube. Just cook small. Don't be like my father. Let me tell you something about him. One day he came back from the hospital. The doctor said that seasoning cube is the thing that is killing him. That we should do. Anybody who cooks with seasoning cube in this house, cost be on that person, wahala. And so as a child, we stopped cooking with seasoning cube. But guess what? The same person who said cost be on the person who cooks with seasoning cube in this house, and we remove seasoning cube now, we started cooking with ogiri opeyi and the rest. The man stopped enjoying his food. After cooking, he will insult us that the food is not sweet. Then he will go and eat at the restaurant, penny wise, pound foolish. Do you understand? So what I'm saying is, if you're going to cook with seasoning cubes, cook with it in moderation. It's safer, it's better. Then the seasoning cubes should be the ones that have nutrition information. Read. If it does not have nutrition information, don't use it. If it has nutrition information, it's even better. And if it does not have too much chemicals, it's even better for you. So learn to read nutrition information. If you don't know how, we are dietitians, we are food experts. You can walk into our clinic with the spices you cook with and ask us to interpret. I will interpret and advise you. That is consultation, and it's not too much. So spices, be informed, please. Don't cook with anything just because it is called spice. Natural, healthy spices, they are available. Try coriander, try fennel, try turmeric, try. We even have a combination of spices that we use in our cooking, and we also send to our clients. I have not talked about it on marketed because I'm not even able to meet up with the demand. But we have our own that we combine. Some we add little seasoning cubes, some we don't, depending on the disease condition. If the person has a particular disease condition, we give them the one that does not have seasoning cubes. So we even have, but I cannot market it because I cannot even meet up with demand, and it's strictly for my patients, for my clients. So that is it about spices. What else? Another point. This one is very serious. Let me take a deep breath. Now, this particular point I'm about to make is about refined foods. Refined foods. You need to just reduce. I'm not saying you should take it out completely because refined food tastes really nice. But even if you cannot take it out completely, modify. Like I tell you, in my house, it's not like we don't eat bread. We do. We take bread. I take it once in a week. What do we take other days? We take tamba, we take acha, we take oats, we take cornflakes. Yes, these are healthier foods. Baked potatoes, or even boiled or even fried for children. Those are the things, those are other things. If you look around, you find out that you have foods. If we take pancakes, things that you can make by yourself. These are healthier options. Then the refined foods shouldn't be every time. And then even the one that is a swallow, the one that we make as meal and take with soup, the refined one is too much. Yesterday, while consulting one of my clients in Port Harcourt, phone consultation, he didn't really understand refined foods, processed foods, whole foods, so I had to break it down. Now, this is what I explained to him. And after that, he was saying, oh, I understand, Michelle. Now, this is it. When we say something is refined, take for instance, wheat. When we say it's refined, the wheat itself, the whole wheat grain that you know, just imagine 3 layers. It has the outer layer, it has the middle layer, then it has the innermost layer. Now, the outer layer is taken out. What do you have there? That's where you have the fiber. And your body needs fiber. We need about 25 to 30 grams of fiber every day for our digestive system to be healthy, to be all right. So that one is taken off. And some vitamins like thiamine is also inside. That is lost. Are you getting me? 3 layers. The outer layer stripped off, taking out your fiber, your vitamins, your minerals out. Then we have the middle layer. What do we have in the middle layer? Most of the proteins that the grain naturally contains is in that middle layer. Then more vitamins and minerals in the middle layer. Then that one is also taken off. That is a refined food. What do you now have? The innermost layer. What do you have there? Sugar. So do you see why WHO, FAO, people are shouting and screaming, refined foods are harmful? Do you understand now? Because the nutrients that you need has been stripped off. You are now left with just carbohydrates. So as you're eating it, it's getting into your bloodstream, converted to sugar, glucose, straight into the bloodstream. That is what you're eating. We call these empty calories. Now, we are not just stopping at the fact that this is refined. Let me also tell you something that is shocking. I told my mom recently and she didn't want to believe me. I said, okay, if you have smartphone, go and check it. Do you know that the real color of wheat is brown? What makes it white? A process called bleaching. Check it out. You're going to see it for yourself. A process called bleaching is what is used to convert the color from brown to white. Some people are fighting it. Why? Because of the cancer-causing effects that it will have. But I'm sure that is your favorite food. Your biscuits, your snacks, your pasta, your swallow, your everything is white. You like white color. I also like white color, but we'll use sense to eat it. Now, it's not even stopping at the fact that it is bleached. When it is now processed into a product for you to eat, what will they add inside? Chemicals, preservatives, sodium benzoate. Are you understanding my point? There's going to be artificial color, artificial flavor, artificial this. All these will be added to this. So we are not just talking that it is refined. We are not talking about it being bleached. Then we're not talking about the other chemicals that are added to it to make it taste nice. Please think again when you want to eat. I don't want to scare you. That is not my mission. I really don't like to scare people, but I just want you to make your choice. Make that decision, because when it's clear to you, you will be able to make that choice better. Sometimes I go as far as telling people, okay, let me just give you this illustration. If I give you a purple drink, clearly it is poison, and I tell you, oh, Mr. Mazi, my friend, this is a purple drink I want you to take. It's poisonous. After drinking it, you're not going to die immediately. But let's say in the next 5 to 10 years, you will now die. Will you drink it, Mazi? The answer is no. You will not drink it. Why? Because it is clear to you that this is poison, and after eating, you are going to die. But do you know what I will do to make you drink it? I will put it inside another color. It's not purple. It's not scary. Then I will put it on the shelf. Then I will make it cheap. I will make it very cheap. In fact, I've seen 10 naira juice as I'm talking to you, 10 naira, and I'm wondering who is buying. Then I will make it cheap. Then Mr. Mazi will happily use his money and go and buy it and keep in his house and be drinking and be giving his children. What have I succeeded in doing now? I have sold you that which you want to buy, and I have made money. Do you understand? So please, I am not saying we shouldn't drink all this and enjoy our taste bud. That is why I have one particular point that I am going to give to you, and it is what? Treats. Give yourself treats. That is why it is called treats. It is not something you should do every single day. Once in a while, take the fizzy drinks. It was celebrated Salah and Easter, so no problem. On your birthday, you can take this. When you're celebrating someone's birthday, you take it, but not every single day. You should have treat days. If there are foods or things that you enjoy, leave it for occasion. Enjoy yourself. Take your kids for outing. Once in a while, give them meat pies, give them ice cream. If they want soft drinks, give it to them. They don't take it every day. That is how to enjoy your life. But what they are going to be taking Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, ensure it is healthy and it is natural. Even if you don't have time to make these things by yourself, look for experts who can help deliver them. There are food products out there. When you go to buy those the refined swallow, you get it for 500 naira. As against plantain smart mix, that is 1,007. Natural means it is more expensive. That is just the truth. If it's natural, expect it to be more expensive. Now, this new term, I'm on a mission to see that I don't give my children only natural juices, but even the snacks they're going to be taking to school. Some examples: sesame chips, coolie snacks, coconut, sweet potato, Irish potatoes, plantain chips, and do you know what we tried today? Cookies. So when I come up with a very good recipe, I'll let you know. But before then, there are many natural things that you can give to your children. Now, my final point before I go on a short break is lose weight if you need to lose weight, especially if you're younger than 60. For those who are 65 and above, we don't want to stress them. Just eat healthy. But if you're young, please do yourself some good. Lose weight. If you don't know how, consult food experts, consult dietitians, consult dietitian Michelle. Why am I here? It's to help you. So if you need to lose weight, don't wait till tomorrow, don't wait till next year. Get up and tell yourself that you acquire information, acquire knowledge on how to lose weight. I think I have talked too much for today.